on one life. It's super interesting to see how well people do. Like we saw it in the Bard tournament, and we saw it right there. I think Ma like really showed how fast Ma can go, and that's Condor speed. Ended up dying to Dead Ringer, but that's under the time of pressure, knowing that you don't have any time, and that's totally understandable. And it was really good showing. All right, we're off. They're starting. I decided to start. I know we're behind schedule, even though Squega and Blind Umpire went on a little bit of a break. Let's see what everyone's doing. We have quick zone 1-2 for a couple of racers.
And I'm
who
back.
do we have? Sim. Yeah, no problem. I go ahead. I went ahead and started because we're a little behind schedule, so we're going already. I didn't make a link for you.
Oh, geez, yeah, I did a category link.
Okay, yeah, someone hopefully
Hopefully has that. Okay, my bot do that, my Kirby.
Come on, MacBot.
It's my bot's bald. Is your bot bald?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of readjusting for for Sim's cap here. It's a little bit small on his screen.
Are they actually racing right now?
They're actually going. Everyone's still in zone 1.
Oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, so I need to, okay, so actually, I'll just manually punch in their names. I need their names. Edgar, so I can... Their usernames are the same, so... A11... A lot of numbers, you're absolutely right.
That's what I said. Oh, we have numbers race this round. All right, looks like the first to get to their first Zone 1 boss is Sim, who's on Death Metal 1. Like I said, I think Death Metal 1 is the hardest Death Metal for me. I don't like... I mean, usually because I'm on a base dagger or like I'm on a very low damage weapon. And then, like, the longer he stays alive, the more skeletons he summons. And for some reason, Death Metal 1 summons 1,000,000 yellow skeletons, whereas all the other Death Metals only summon like a couple guys, like a couple skeleton riders. So they're mean, but
okay, I'm all up and running.
Okay,
now.
sorry
okay,
about
cool.
the linking.
No problem. Absolutely. And so to get familiar here, so it looks like Sim got the Squega suit. Hey, how you?
Yeah, Sim got the Squega suit from Death Metal.
That's horrible.
And looks like I don't know if I know that Violet was working on King Konga 1. I'm not sure if she missed the floss or if she got that pack of holding from the boss, which would be really awful.
Unfortunately, I did not see it.
Yeah.
That's
didn't really get much. That Ring of Courage is nice. I'd like to have that.
And the torch, though, I go for first. That's actually a much bigger priority, so you can actually see things before you get hit. But the difference is I'm seeing here, at least Sim and Weavile are going for faster runs, aiming for much faster runs. Whereas I'm seeing here Lucaan and Amak or AMAK, they're actually going for slower runs. I think AMAK just actually got dunked by a Dark Minotaur.
Oh, that
Ouch.
Dark Minotaur is just rocking his head out to your death.
Oh man, the Dark Minotaurs are rough too. They really can be, especially if you say you have Obsidian, you lose a beat, and then you think you have enough damage to take him out. It's always rough.
I really like AMAK's sprite. I don't. It's cool. It's like it's a very dark sprite. Usually the sprites are like
I love the
more
face
colorful, but this one's like it's like a dark green. It's like awesome.
Yeah, it's a dark green. I almost want I want it to be blue because it'd be a Cookie Monster sprite. No.
It looks like it has teeth, but I don't think it actually has teeth. Does it, or is it just the color of the thing from behind? Maybe. It's hard to tell. It's really cool though.
Yeah, true. Opinion Squega. Matt Kirby. Oh, Matt Kirby. Oh, Matt Kirby wants to kill me. Oh, great.
Oh, hey, Matt Kirby's here. Hi, Matt Kirby.
Hey, how's it going, Matt Kirby? I should put Hair Club Bot in here and be like, look at me, I'm bald. But yeah, actually, it looks like Weavile took a Shrine of Darkness. Very interesting call here.
It's a good, fast item, and it also lets you steal from shops. It's
The only thing he's got to is it so is VioletWeavile she?
yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting. She has to watch it though because she only has 1 damage on the spear, so she's got to watch it. It's very easy to get caught on, say, a black skeleton shield that you don't see.
Yeah, that's true. You have to be extra aware when you have that limited vision and also a longer range weapon.
Exactly. It's very tough, very rough, but looks like she's doing a pretty good job. She can go to any shop and easily replace that weapon, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't get anything from this shop, unfortunately, but she's looking for something.
A Squagus suit.
nothing, nothing offensive.
Oh, I've done so much for these people, and they're just not thankful. Nah, it's cool, but yeah, it's definitely trying to. Oh, I'm just reading the Mech Kirby the stuff in chat, but right. Actually, it's funny because earlier I mentioned that it looked like Lucaan was going for a slower run, but the reality is that Lucaan is in 3-1 along with Sim.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. There are 3 racers are pretty close, pretty fast, and pretty close to each other.
Except Lucaan is running on a blood flail. I don't know if that's intentional or because I mean that's
that blood flail came from the Zone 1 boss kill, and there's a ton of. You had all that health leaving Zone 1. Like, that was early. I guess there must have been a blood shop that led to all that. So I'm guessing that's a pawn shop there, unless something really crazy happened. Maybe it could have been a lucky, could have just been a lucky charm of gluttony. That happens, but
that's true. Oh,
yeah, I believe it was a blood shop in Zone 1. If you do see your blood shop early on, you're not going to see another one later on.
Exactly, and it sucks. Oh man, it sucks to get a Zone 1 blood shot because there's a very good chance it's junk. Very high chance. It's 1-1. Very junk items. Like, oh boy, I have a gold broadsword. You shouldn't have. So actually, interesting thing about Sim took is that a titanium? Yeah, it's a titanium crossbow, I do believe.
I like a crossbow. If you have 2 damage on a crossbow, it's great because you can kill like any skeleton type. In one shot.
The only demonstrating it right now, going right through those skeleton riders, 2 shots takes them right out.
It's so good.
The only thing you got to watch out for is Zone 4 when you hit a warlock.
Yeah, I have a habit of always I don't want to end up with my crossbow unloaded, so I always load it, and that can lead to problems sometimes if I don't want to hit stuff or need to get past things, or I'm standing on coals or stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah. And that's the thing. I think Jack Games brought up. I think it kind of makes sense too. I think it makes more sense if a golem dropped splash damage instead of dropped goo right beneath you, because you're 4 tiles away on a crossbow.
Oh, so you're thinking that it should, if you hit a golem, it should drop goo on the ground where it was standing, not where you're standing.
Surrounding the entire area.
Well, it is magical goo. That's.
I mean, yeah, it's true. You're right. Now you're thinking.
The thing that I don't like about the golem, I'm okay with the golem putting goo underneath me if I crossbow it. I don't like how it puts goo underneath me if I bomb it.
Yeah, true.
That it doesn't do it if you use a fireball. It's feels inconsistent to me. The fireball doesn't make goo under you, but the bomb will.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know if you're watching. I'm watching Sim right now.
Yes.
Sim has a Ring of Courage crossbow.
I love it. It's so good. The Ring of Courage is just so good in Zone 4 in general.
That's a build right there.
You just don't have to worry about getting hit if you have a Ring of Courage.
Exactly. And down goes the Leprechaun on Sim's side. But Sim's going to have to watch it because Weavile is right behind him.
Yeah, Weavile playing that Luck Shrine is kind of cool. I've seen a lot of people play the Luck Shrine. I know Rat Racing loves that strat. If you see a Luck Shrine like that and you're in Zone 4 and you're in a racing or a speedrunning situation, oh boy, sorry about that. To get distracted real quick, it looks like Lucaan went down to a Gray Goblin. I think that might have been a boss fight. I'm not sure.
I think it was.
It must have been King Konga 3 then.
I think it's interesting to note too about Weavile. She's still on the spear.
Wow, yeah, you're right. The base spirit hasn't been able to get off of it. Had the
Ouch.
Shrine of Darkness, so could have stolen anything from a shop. I'm pretty sure that she checked her shops too. So like,
I'm pretty sure too.
Crazy luck.
The thing is, it does demonstrate though that you don't necessarily need a whole lot of damage to get through Zone 4. But
Yes.
it is kind of important. Like, she just found a potion. It's actually a pretty guaranteed, close to not dying build. Very strong build. Because, I mean, there used to be I'm not dying builds, but Dead Ringer changed all that. So,
Dead Ringer can destroy anyone. What if we're like goo in the Dead Ringer fight? That would be evil.
all right. I suddenly want like a troll mod.
Every enemy drops goo. You hit anything and goo drops.
Goo and then and drops a bomb when you kill it.
Oh yeah.
And that'd be awesome.
Every
right
enemy is now a troll bomber and a golem
Oh man, that'd be bad. And your bolt. So yeah, actually, the first to get out of their fight is Sim on the Dead Ringer fight.
Yeah, Sim's on Dead Ringer. With the crossbow, it could be tricky because it's long range. You're going to end up hitting things you might not want to.
Even though, if he had burned, actually he's doing the fast strat right now. Not bad.
Yeah, this is a good strategy. Looks like it's set up pretty well.
Perfect. Yep. That's perfect.
Really good. Really clean. Really clean Dead Ringer fight. Also,
Tic Tac Foe co-commentator is Blind Umpire. He's currently having dinner at the moment. Awesome guy. I also recommend you guys I recommend you watch his channel as well. Good streamer, good person all around. Very fun to talk to. So, but yeah, it's a Weavile still. I think. Okay, now here's the part where the lack of damage is causing her issues. But doesn't matter. She's on 4-3. She's about to drop down to her Dead Ringer fight. Doesn't matter a whole lot because right now Sim is on his his Necrodancer fight. Looks like he has a pretty solid run here. Full health, and that doesn't look like he's gonna die though. I don't want to say that. Very cautious about saying that. There's that whole there's that commentator curse. All right, and there we go. GG Sim.
GG Sim, run. Just as Violet enters her Necrodancer fight. Really good.
Aw, thank you, Cyber. Yeah, that was a good, solid Necrodancer fight. I mean, uneventful, and that's the best kind of fight you want.
Yeah, you want it to be under control. You want it to be nothing special is what you want.
On the rails, boring. That's the best kind of... Oh, Weavile's taking a bunch of damage. Oh, no, okay, Dorian can take one more hit, and that's it.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
be nice, Necrodancer. Don't summon too many annoying things.
No more Dark Minotaurs or Red Dragons, please. Plucks.
Good. Two more hits.
Well, 3 more hits. Well, there we go. Okay, 2 more hits for me now.
Scary. That's what I didn't want. No dragon. Oh boy, this is scary. Oh, that dragon bait of the blast. Oh my god, that was so good.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, I just saw. Oh. Ooh,
that was amazing because that dragon was ready to blast Dorian, and oh my gosh, and in the chaos, Amak goes down. And I think that might end this round. I don't know if they're going to start another run. They are allowed to start another run. I think once 5 minutes hits, if they're not off of Zone 1, we'll end it. But
yeah, I think
it's possible to finish a run in 8 minutes or less. So there or 7 minutes even. It's unlikely, but it's possible. So we give them the chance if they want to keep trying. That is allowed, absolutely. But that Dragon Blast by Violet was so good.
I punched pretty hard.
It was so good. Like, bait the dragon to blast in the other direction. And it does look like Amak is going to stop. They're probably going to start a new round here. So we're going to award 3 points to Sim and 2 points to Violet for finishing. That was very, very good.
That's great. That was an excellent race. Violet put down a very good time. I honestly think if Violet had a slightly stronger weapon, she would have probably passed Sim up.
That's a good point. Violet was running on that base spear the entire time.
A lot of that run was her trying to just fighting things like the dragon. That's 6 beats you have to burn. She burned a lot more beats trying to run away to get a good clearing. So yeah, they're off now, and oh, ouch! AMAK just went down. That's okay.
Yeah,
okay.
you can die in the first minute, no problem. It's not gonna really cost you much in this in this game because it's so fast and in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, it actually, and even though Violet did put second place, that does not guarantee her to actually make it through the next round. If either Lucaan or AMAK manage to place first or second, that can either tie it or beat her in this round. So she's got to watch it.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is the first time. This is the first round of the 4 that we've had so far where more than one person has finished the first race. And that's going to make a big difference in the dynamics of how what the scenarios are for who could advance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, sorry, the Violet got a little trapped there, but she's good. She's good. She's got this covered.
Now everyone has a weak weapon right now. There's base daggers across the board except for one base cat o' nine tails for Lucaan.
Oh yeah, that's right. So I thought someone went down. It looks like Blind Umpire is going to be a few extra minutes. Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
I did talk to Spoody, who might join us here for commentary in the second half.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, Spoody is the he won the first CoNDUIT ever, and he's now one of the best speed runners and racers of this game.
He's like Anakin was to what's it called, the Emperor. He's like, you know, he's Darth Vader now, pretty much. He's like Power
wow, look at that! I like that. Violet leaves the blood cat.
Swaggy kill.
Violet leaves the blood cat o' nine tails for the base dagger.
Yeah, that was interesting. I wonder what her. I think she just doesn't like the blood cat. I think she's going for specific weapons, and that's understandable.
Oh no, Lucaan's back at the start, either with a restart or a death there. Jester got back to the beginning. But yeah, so the reason why I say I like that Violet left the cat is not because I think that the base dagger is better than the cat, but just because it shows me that this is someone who knows what they want, and they know what works for them.
Exactly.
I know that. Whereas if someone takes every item, or always takes the item that's supposed to be better, that doesn't show me it may be correct, right? But it doesn't.
Yeah.
I can't tell from that if someone is actually playing their own game. I can tell maybe they're playing the fastest game, and maybe they're good enough to play the fastest game.
That's true. But, and I want to give a shout out, Raiders from Samobam. Welcome everybody. Thanks for the raid. Much appreciated. Good old Samobam. Everyone go follow that person. Awesome streamer as well. All that good stuff. In fact, I'm gonna make sure I'm followed because I've been on that channel. I've been on your.
Welcome, Samobam Raiders.
Yeah, welcome everybody and all that stuff. I'm gonna take a moment here to oh man. Oh, such an epic beard. Someday my beard may be that good. So that's awesome though. Make sure you follow him. Very good stuff. So yeah, actually, so right now it is back down to Sim and Violet once again. Violet just took a bit of a hit from the from that golem though. Ouch.
I think I might be a little bit ahead of you on Violet. Oh. Okay, yeah. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you. You probably just saw Violet get hit by an exploding mushroom.
Oh, okay, yeah, just got the mushroom. Okay, I'm a couple. And all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna refresh your stream, just because.
Not the best time to fine time to refresh her stream because she's back. Because Violet's back at the beginning.
And she's doing some resets now. Actually, not a bad idea. So like in the Rebirth community, the Binding of Isaac Rebirth community, it's not unheard of to reset a few times to get an ideal setup.
Yes, usually, that's correct.
Since it's Rebirth, a lot of resets. And you can still put down a good time. So I don't see it a whole lot, but it's actually not a bad idea to reset so you get a decent layout on 1-1.
Yeah, I think there's a place for it, and then there's also the main thing about Necrodancer, or one of the main differences between Necrodancer and Rebirth is you don't need you can get to the end on nothing, so you don't need to but the
It's Rebirth is more RNG based, so you do have to reset so you get some items up front. Whereas with Necrodancer, it's more skill. You can probably get every item in the game anyways, regardless of the run.
Yeah, that is true. There's much fewer items in Necrodancer, so you have it's just different. It's very different for that reason, and
Exactly.
And resetting is interesting. I like the idea of resetting. Like if I don't see a secret room or like a room that I can dig into right off the bat, I like to reset because that's going to be your fastest way off of Zone 1.
No, Violet got Leprechaun.
I saw that. The
Leprechaun
Leprechaun really wanted that gold.
Leprechaun's living that thug life, I swear.
well, Violet does have the gold dagger, so you can make that money back, maybe.
That's pretty ironic. But yeah, she's actually doing a pretty good job. But a couple things I'm seeing, she did a pretty decent job. Like she's burning beats when she needs to and everything. Not trying to constantly maintain the beat. That's always cool.
Yeah, Violet's definitely looking really good. Also, right now, Sim looks like Sim has put together quite a build with the obsidian whip and obsidian armor that just like looks good together.
Ooh,
matching,
Violet took it.
Matching
Violet
outfit.
took it from. Yeah, sorry. So Violet took it from Black Skeleton. Ouch.
Ooh, yeah. Violet's on the last threads of life. Hopefully, Violet can get something other than the dagger. Just been playing on that dagger for the second life already. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Gotta
Let's see
find
what she
something
picks. But yeah, it's actually true. Will it is? Oh, hold on a second. This way, suit hype. You're welcome, Violet.
I think that was my fault. I asked for something other than a dagger.
Well, the fact that I'm commentating, period, kind of cursed everybody. So.
We have seen a lot of Squigga suits for sure today.
Welcome. So, but really, yeah, actually, Will brought up a good point, and this is true. In the early days of Necrodance, especially during the Balls of Steel tournament for this game, there were a lot of resets. People would actually reset to get a good blood shot because that used to be. Like,
oh, that's a good point.
Shot.
Yeah, there used to be a guaranteed blood shot on Zone 1, and that was a way to get a good start, like instantaneously.
And I remember when I raced against Ognos, did that. He would reset till he had a blood shot in the first starting room, and 1-1, and then he'd go and check it. If it was bad, he'd reset again. It was an okay strategy until like Rat Racing and Jackie Games came along, and they're like, oh yeah, well no matter what build we have, we're gonna beat the run. And
yeah,
so
look at this ice slide for Sim. All right, sorry about that.
Man.
Yeah, so Jack and Rat for sure. Like if you it turned into a game.
And E-Lad. I mean, they
and then also there was a time when the Shriner was around, and then it was worth it to reset sometimes because you could get a real good setup right off the bat when the Shriner was guaranteed on 1-1. So the game has evolved a lot in its development and also the quality of the racers and the skill with the different builds. Like I think that's made a big difference. So you can right now it's like you can't waste too much time resetting. It's just there's just not that much time. It's just
the dynamics are different now.
It's faster to just take your 30-second zone 1-1 and get to the end as opposed to resetting for 30 seconds and getting a instant 1-1, you know?
Good setup for Sim. He's fully aware he has that free spell. He has a whip, unfortunately.
I don't hate the whip. The whip's fine.
And yeah, he took the whip, but he's fully aware he has that free spell. He picked it up on that level and he used it to wipe out his that Dark Minotaur coming at him, which is very good self-awareness of your build. Very important for racing.
Oh man, it looks like Lucaan goes down again in a trapdoor with the Dire Bat.
Ooh, sorry, I'm clutching. Sim just took a ton of damage thanks to that whip. Yeah, clap it a few times, and he got smacked up a little bit. That just goes to show, folks, nobody likes the whip for that reason.
AK is fighting King. Oh no, fighting King Konga in the dark. But that's a tough thing to deal with, especially when because in the dark you can't actually see, it's hard to tell when the zombie turns into the red version.
True. And Lucaan just actually got trapped in a Dark Minotaur trapdoor room. Not fun.
Yeah, Lucaan's pushing hard. Lucaan knows that the time is going to be an issue here to even get a run finish, so Lucaan's taking trapdoors and stuff.
Wait, were you talking about Sim, or were you talking about AMAK?
I was talking about Sim, and I was talking about AMAK, who died to King
Sim
Konga.
went down to the Konga line.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Ouch. Oh my goodness. So it looks like this is Violet's game to win. She has a Squigga suit. You're welcome. She has a charm of defense that's equivalent to a heavy plate. Very, very nice. And she has a obsidian rapier. And Actually, very. I mean, that's a good build. She needs, I would say, torch and boots, and that's pretty much what she needs. I'm sure she probably wants some more health, a couple of extra odds and ends for Zone 4, but other than that, she's pretty set.
Yeah, that's like if you're gonna have any two items, what you a really good weapon and a really good armor is what you would look for.
Exactly, because people like going for the hearts in the food shop. Yes, that's nice and all, but what you don't realize is that that getting armor is effectively getting a bunch of hearts, anyways.
Yeah, definitely. The armor is more powerful than just a lot of health because of how hard the later zone enemies hit you.
Yeah, because I mean that plate armor can like triple or quadruple your health, your existing health. So it's always strong. And yet she got her torch, so that's very good. That's one piece of the puzzle. Now she just needs a pair of boots. Putting down a very good time, 6:43 at zone 3, I do believe. Very solid time. Kind of liking that. Leaving all the other races to go fast. Ouch! Sim just went down to a black skeleton. Not a good setup. 2 black skeletons cornered her, and obviously one had to move.
Yeah,
so.
Everyone else in zone 1 right now with we're at 11, just past 11 minutes in real time, so it's going to be tough for anyone else to get a run done here.
Exactly.
This is going to show like how important in racing in general, like consistency and surviving are super important because
very important.
And it's really something that you learn when you've started racing a bunch. Like I've been racing this game and other games for a long time, and one thing that I've learned, or one of the first things you learn when you start racing, is you might be able to put down a good time or like a very fast time. You might be able to go very fast and complete 1 out of 10 runs, but that's not gonna work and that's not enough in racing.
No, you have to be consistent because you're going to be doing back-to-back races.
So it makes sense to kind of figure out what's good for you and or what you're capable of and go at a slower pace if you have to and not.
And we saw that earlier today with several builds like Blimp. He took his time and he actually made it. He knew what he was comfortable with, and he went ahead and he just played to his own game, which is good, especially when you're dealing with things like nerves coming into here. So.
Yeah, definitely. And the other side of it is, like, for this game especially, it's so punishing. Like, you can put together, like, I can put together a super safe build and do all the things and take it slow and still die. so that happens for sure.
It's especially because there are bosses that make that irrelevant.
Yep, there's also the thing of like you always end up with some weird situation that you haven't seen before. That happens all the time in this game, and then it feels super unexpected.
Good find for Weavile. She got the Ring of Regeneration, which is perfect because with all that armor, now she's going to guarantee take about half a heart of damage per everything, pretty much, and so she can take 2 hits per level and get it all back on that regen.
Yeah, this build really came together. I mean, started with just the obsidian rapier and the squega suit, and now she has a little bit more defense from the Hargreaves, and the ring of regeneration is just like really nice, and mapping. There's a lot of good stuff that kind of just comes to you when you go through this game. Exactly,
very good setup. Let's see, the other racers are actually looks like the furthest along right now is Sim. And he's currently at his 2. He just dropped down to 2-2, so he could still play second if he goes fast enough.
That's great.
I mean, irrelevant though. It's irrelevant because he already placed first in the last race, and even if he placed dead last, he still gets a guaranteed spot at this point.
Yeah, the only way he would not be in is if Amak or Lucaan gets first and Violet got finished. Like, that's the only way Sim could be eliminated, but that does not look likely at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and yep, there we go. Sim just went down to a white armadillo. Ouch.
Ooh.
Ouch. Oh, I know that feeling.
It was a sneak attack armadillo. It came out from behind the golem.
Yep. Oh, Weavile's having a slightly off the rails Dead Ringer fight. Not fun.
Okay, let's see if she can pull it together.
Oh, she knows her strat. She's been watching Jackie. Somebody's been watching Jackie games.
The sarcophagus are sending all the skeleton riders. Oh my, this is fun. Oh, look
man,
at that!
let's-
Using the move priority to get Dead Ringer in between the skeleton and herself. That's a really.
That's good. That's really good. Okay, now to get him to. There we go.
Okay, that's not bad. Wait for the last ring and.
Oh, we're off the rails
interesting
again.
choice. Interesting choice. She
Ooh,
she
that was
decided.
Good call.
Wow, nice move. Yeah.
Ooh, and it was still flawless.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no. Violet's had some really great boss fights.
Violet Swagger. That's what I'm going to call her now.
That,
That's awesome.
I still can't get over the red dragon fire blast
That was-
bait. That was
That
so
was
good.
a good bait. That was a good bait. That was perfect. And she has enough bombs to knock out the stage, which you don't want because you can easily die in the first phase if you have to go for the all the traps. Because I mean, they summons bosses. He can summon bosses. He can summon.
Yeah, it takes a long time and it's not safe.
Yeah, black skeletons are actually probably the biggest risk at that point. And yeah, either the black skeleton or the black wizards. Those are not fun. All right, here we go. All right, 2 more hits. One more hit.
Yeah,
Oh
looks
yeah,
like
perfect. There we go.
yeah, really good fight. Violet is definitely laying it down on the boss fights and doing a
GG
good job.
12 minutes.
All right, we have 4 minutes left.